Eckard-Lee, the collections manager at the Kelch Aviation Museum, and I'm speaking to you live from our maintenance hangar where I'm currently a little tangled up in this contraption, which is the wooden frame of a biplane wing from the 1930s. I wanted to show you a little day in the life working at an aviation museum, and this is what I'm working on today. So, I will untangle myself and show you what I'm doing. Whoop. Without covering, not ready to fly, obviously. It's made out of wood, and I'm restoring it a tiny bit, not so that it will fly, but just so it'll go on a display in the new museum. This wing doesn't look like much now, but it has a really cool history. It came from California, where it was owned by a stunt pilot, and it flew in a bunch of movies, some of which you can still see today. This airplane was a Travel Air 3000, which was a popular choice in Hollywood. Why? Well, because it could easily be painted or dressed up to appear as many different kinds of aircraft in many different movies. I'm really excited because we're going to be displaying it in its current unrestored form in our museum in an Aviation in Hollywood exhibit. But before we put it up there, I have a little bit of work to do. I want to sand off a little bit of the dirt and grime using this, which is probably what you use to scrub your pots and pans, and then I'm going to varnish it so that it's all beautiful and ready to go on display. I've been very carefully sanding away some of the dirt and grime that has accumulated while this wing has been in storage, and I've been noticing so many cool little details. Like, look at this. This is an attachment for a light, a wingtip light. Now, most airplanes in the 30s didn't have lights, but here's the attachment for it. Anyway, a little bit of sanding, and then a little bit of brushing, and we're ready for varnishing. First, I have to pry open the can of varnish. Now, a lot of the work I'm doing now on this wing is just so that it will last longer and look presentable in the display. But varnishing and sanding is something that you would have to do a ton of if you are restoring an aircraft to actual flying condition or if you're building one. If this were an airplane project that we were working on to fly, we would cover it in fabric and eventually attach it to an airplane. Okay, so it can be hard for me to visualize what this skeleton of a wing would look like in relation to an actual finished flying airplane. So let me try to explain. These ribs and these spars are made out of spruce, which is the wood of choice for building aircraft. That is the leading edge of the wing. It faces into the wind, and this is the trailing edge of the wing. Over there would be the main fuselage of the aircraft. The wing would stick off, and over there is the wingtip. Now, I actually like varnishing, but some people find it really boring. So I will take this opportunity to say that the Kelch Aviation Museum will be opening to the public in summer 2021. That's just a few months away, so mark your calendars. I can't wait to see you there. In the meantime, we are still fundraising our takeoff, and every bit helps, so donate $1, $5, $10, $1 million. Now, excuse me, I have the whole wing to finish, so.